Hello everyone and welcome to another video. After I've showed off my white scars yesterday on Twitter, I thought, okay, maybe today's video should be about my white scars, because people seem to very like them. As you would expect, it's a typical Chigorian Brotherhood army for white scars. At the moment I built this army, I didn't know it was actually that strong. And yeah, that's why I just build it that way, because I also thought it's the fluffiest way. That's actually not everything I own for my white scars, that's just everything that fits on the table. The other stuff I own for my white scars is 5 more jet bikes, a Demos Rhino, and 10 more tacticals. Yeah, that's it. So, basically, we had a campaign. We had a Horus Heresy starter campaign last year. We started it about a year ago. And we had the goal of everyone building an army and like 500 points every 2 months and so on. And so, yeah, from that I built my white scars. I intended to start with Ultramarines, but I always wanted to paint to have a White Scars army. But I wasn't sure if I was skilled enough to paint a white army. And then my dear friend, that is the manager of the store at the Games Workshop, said just do it. You either fail with your first few models and then you learn how to paint white, or you're actually just going to make a good looking white army. And I said, okay, well, that's very encouraging, thank you, I'm doing white scars now. And then I did white scars. And I think was it 1 year ago, I think they released this dude. This is my first ever white scar with beautiful Mark II armor. Please, Forge World, bring it back, so I don't have to hope and find it on eBay for scalping prizes. Like, this is my first white scar. This is, I think I use him as a champion now, but I don't use my foot scars that much, or the foot HQs, because I also have a Praetor on bike. That is Birkey Khan. That is the name of a leader of a Golden Horde. I thought that name was pretty cool, so for him I actually, ignore the bases. It's gone. For him I actually tried to draw a cherry blossom tree on him, and a mantis that's on this tree. I know it's very stylistic and over the top and maybe a little weeby. And I used the White Scars upgrade kit on him for 40k. The White Scars upgrade kit, the biker upgrade kit. Gave him a power glaive from Conversion World, because Conversion World is awesome. I gave him a Cyberhawk. I gave him the Hawk from the Deathwatch biker, and then I tried to build a Tug. A Tug is the Mongolian standard that you see very often. I just used some lead rod, some third-party little Mongolian Cavalry Shields, and a top knot. And I wanted to make that Tug. Wait a second. Oops. I just retrieved the base of my... You see, that's why you go through bases, through flying stands with your models a lot, because the flying stands from GW are actually atrocious. And they break all the time. That's why they are on the small flying bases, because in the building process and of testing how they stand, I broke like 8 or 9 of them from 15 from 15 of the big flag stands. It's like, I either had a very bad batch of flight stands, or they're just trash. I don't know. So basically, back to the army. Yeah, this is my Khan on bike. This is his command squad. Of White Scars. As I said, these are actually the Cavalry Shields that are included in the White Scars upgrade kit. These are Conversion World Axis. I would have wished to give these power glaives, but for some odd reason you can't give your command squad power glaives. I don't know why. This is the Banner Bearer. That is also an upgrade kit for the White Scars. There's some White Scars decals on there, and some Cavalry Shields on the standard to make it more Mongolian looking. Yeah, it's like... And also Mark 6, because in book 8, there were actually pics of White Scars that look amazing in Mark 6. That's why I chose that kit from the upgrade range. There's also on his belt a little White Scar symbol, but you can't see it because it's on his belt. Yeah. So that's my champion on a bike. Champion, chaplain, whatever. I don't know what to use him for. The reason he has a straight sword, also Conversion World, is because he's supposed to be a Terran. So that's why he has a straight sword. Before anyone gets angry and asks me why I'm not using Tolwas on my models, this man is supposed to be a Terran. Please don't kill me. Yeah. So, yeah, this is my champion on a bike. This is another command squad member. This is my esoterist, because one of my regular enemies is a demons player. And that's why I used him as an esoterist. I think this is actually the best model to build White Scars characters, period. Because, yeah, he's just so amazing, and he has Mark II, which is very fitting. I would use Mark II tacticals for White Scars, but we all know these aren't a thing anymore. So, yeah, this is my esoterist, because I face demons regularly. These are Space Wolf shoulder pads, but I feel like the studded shoulder pads fit very well. I also bought this dude. He's actually Birkey Khan in Terminator armor. When he's not riding a bike, he's wearing very, very nice cataphracti armor. I mean, the model is just amazing. Look at it. Such an amazing model. Fortwood have very outdone themselves with the White Scars models. Yeah, he also has his Cyberhawk, but this time it isn't flying, and it's lighter colored. Maybe because it's all the filth flying by the hawk that makes it brown. Jokes aside, I didn't had it in mind when I just painted them. Yeah. So I also have like 20 tacticals for my White Scars. Ooh. This one has actually a Conversion World Spear. A Snake Spear. If it's enough for Zhang Fei. If this is enough for Zhang Fei to count as a glaive, then it is enough for a White Scar Sergeant. So yeah, he has like a dueling pose, I guess. I don't know how to call it. Well, he has a dueling pose. I used some 40k decals on him, because when I bought them, the decals for White Scars actually weren't released, so he has a 40k decal. Everyone else didn't have them. Yeah, and this is like my sergeant. I have 2 tactical squads, because although White Scars are skilled riders, I think like you always need tacticals. It's impossible that every White Scar rides a bike. Also, they gain outflank in the Chigoran Brotherhood, so that's also very nice. That's also one of my bike squads for my White Scars. My jet bike squads. I have 2 5-man jet bike squads, with each a Volkite Coverin. I think it's a Volkite Culverin, I don't know. Yeah, those are... I differentiated the squad by different markings on their jetbikes. I thought that's a good idea, so I don't mix up the bikes, because I don't know why why I just can't have it. I can't have them always mixing up. And there you also see a lot of broken flying stands, because yeah, they broke on me a lot. This actually, so it's a very odd army for a White Scars player. It's 3 Dreadnoughts and a Vindicator, and you may be asking yourself, weren't the White Scars aren't the White Scars disliking Dreadnoughts? Well, this is true, but since they were in a campaign in a store-wide escalation league, you see, a couple of my HQs died in my games. And they all have become Dreadnoughts, or were supposed to become Dreadnoughts, because COVID-19 actually cut the campaign short. But this is Timur Khan. He died in the first battle of the campaign against the Demon Lord, which was not very nice. So he wanted to serve the Ordu, and was put into a Leviathan. This is Birkey Khan, also one casualty of the war. He's also called after a famous Mongolian throat singer, because his music's actually amazing. Go and maybe listen to it if you are interested in throat singing. Wait, let me get him close. Let me get this man close. So basically, one day I just decided to do White Scars, and I bought like 15 jetbikes. No, I bought the jetbikes later. I bought these 3 Dreadnoughts, 3 HQs, and 10 Assault Marines. Let me get one of them. So, yeah, I thought like, oh yeah, Assault Marines fit White Scars well, because obviously jumping is faster than running. That's why I used them. He's my sergeant. I used the Power Glaive arms from the Esoterist I used for him, because I like Power Glaives. I tried to give all my sergeant Power Glaives, but for my jetbike sergeants I gave them Power Fists. And I can't tell you why, because I actually forgot it. But that's what I did. I gave them Power Fists. This is my Zyphon pattern Interceptor. A lot of people think this is actually a Blood Angels vehicle, but this is not. I painted this one red because I saw the unofficial artwork of the destroyers, and I thought it's so amazing that I actually wanted to incorporate that color scheme into my army somehow, and that's how what I did with this Zyphon pattern Interceptor. Yeah, I painted him red and white instead, white and red, because artistic license, I guess, artistic freedom, I guess. I don't know. Then I have this thing. This is actually the most amazing Landspeeder you will ever have in your games. I thought I glued the autocannon, but I didn't actually. I think that one is glued. Okay, I won't break it. So this is my Kierzagan speeder. It's the best land speeder in the game, I think. It has ridiculous amounts of firepower. 2 twin-linked autocannons. What's this thing called? Karras assault cannon. And 2 hunter killer missiles, if you like. But yeah, I didn't use that actually a lot. I would recommend you, if you play them in 2s, because they are actually very good in 2s. And they're also extremely cool and good looking models. Yeah, this is like a White Scars army, except the Dreadnoughts and the Vindicator, that you would expect on the table when you played against a White Scars fan. And I just like dreadnoughts, so I couldn't give myself to not using them. I have then I also have a Deredeo. The Deredeo is an anti-air platform because I'm someone that uses vehicles and planes a lot, flyers a lot. So that is why I use the Deredeo a lot, because it can have a lot of amazing weapons. It's an anti-air platform, and if someone brings a plane and I for some reason don't have my Zyphon, I can actually deal with it. And also the Deredeo is a nice model. If you like dreadnoughts, you should get one. And then there's my Vindicator. I just used it because I faced demons, and they have a strength 10. They have a strength 10 template, so it instant deaths demons. That's what I use it. That's why I used it. So, and it's also like, I love the Vindicator. This is a mass pattern Vindicator, but to be honest, it looks just as good as the Demus one. So I don't see a problem using them in the Horus Heresy. Yeah, this has been my showcase of my white scars. Thank you everyone for watching. Click the links in the description to follow me on Twitter, Facebook, on Instagram, and join the Discord server. Like, comment, and subscribe to the video. Have a good day, stay healthy, and goodbye.